Hi, this is Chris Rowlands for bestwp7games.com, bringing you a review of PixelMan. This is actually one of my personal favourite games at the moment for Windows Phone 7. It is a platform game. It's got a very retro style to it, and it's quite fun and very, very simple. This is the main page. It's got PixelMan just kind of changing through colours at the top there, and you can start a new game or resume an old game, and the option of turning the sound on or off, and also a link to their marketplace, so you can see other apps that they've made. So I'm just going to start a new game. Now you can choose between PixelMan and Mrs. PixelMan, and I have to admit there's no difference whichever one you choose except for one pixel. Now this is the game. This is level 1, which is nice and simple. You have these on-screen controls for right and left, and also jump. It's very simple, very easy to use, and although it is just simply coloured blocks, I do think it looks quite good, because it follows the retro style quite nicely. The aim of the game is to get your little man here from from wherever you start into the yellow block. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes the map itself gives you little hints, like that arrow pointing to the right. So I go all the way over here, and I'm done. I like to think of this as, whilst the graphics are incredibly basic, I like to think of this as being a cave. The red blocks, which there'll be more and more of as we go through the levels, are lava. The grey blocks are, well, just levels of rock around you. And the yellow block is the light of being able to get out of the cave, and of course the developer could change it all to be like that, but I think it suits it better just simply being blocks of colour. It does get more complicated as you go through the levels. I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just going to show you up to level 10. And yes, this is really just it. Bouncing around, jumping around off different platforms, and it does get tricky because you have to see if you can actually make particular jumps, because you can only jump a certain distance, and it is quite fun, and it's free. So this is one of those kind of games which I've played many times. I've completed it. I don't know how many times. See, if you go into the red ones, I should have mentioned that earlier, if you go into the red, you die, and you start again. You have unlimited lives. But, I've forgotten what I was just saying. Oh well, can't have been that important. Yes, I've played this game many times. I've completed it a whole load of times, so far too many to count. And yet I still like to go back and play it because it is quite fun. Now, I'm going to point out something of one of the later levels, which I'm not going to show you. One of the later levels starts off exactly like this, and as earlier, you have an arrow showing you where to go, built into the map, so it shows me I need to go down here. Now, on this other map, later in the game, the top section looks exactly the same, except if you jump down where the arrow points, you'll end up in a pit of lava. So it tries to catch you out later on. It's at level 9. And, yeah. Now, when you play a game with Mrs. PixelMan, the only difference between the two levels are one tiny pixel on top of the character's head, which is pink. I'm not entirely sure what that represents, maybe a bow and a hair, something like that. But still, even though that's the only difference, it's still nice to go through all the levels again and try and complete it with Mrs. PixelMan. And then that is all I'm going to show you. And because I don't want to spoil the game for you, there are 30 levels. I'm not going to show you them all. And that is it. It is a very nice, simple retro platform game. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.